Casey.
All right, what's going on, good people? Back at it again. We got a Royal Rumble preview for you. For the I don't know. For me, this is the second best pay per view of the year in terms of like excitement and being excited about it. I don't know about you guys, because for me, and we talked about this before. Last time we talked about, we were talking about the big four pay per views, and it felt like Survivor Series are taking a hit because it's just the same every year. And I think that's how we got on this discussion of, the whole what are our four favorite pay-per-views in terms of the big four and how they rank. But yeah, I think to me, second best pay-per-view of the year, Royal Rumble with the surprises. And sometimes the not surprises, because there was that one year where they literally didn't surprise us at all. And we were like, really?
There's been a lot of years where they don't surprise us.
Last year was good though, but should be an interesting year overall in terms of how I'm feeling about this show. I've been a little bit out of it in terms of keeping up with the main roster week to week, but I'm more interested, I think, in the Rumble matches than anything. I am interested in Owens and Reigns. That should be interesting. A little bit of me is interested in Drew and Goldberg because I want to see how they work. Because can they really squash Drew?
Knowing Vince, that's a possibility. I mean, he loves his old timer.
But Drew is like, and Adam said it before, like Drew's like red hot right now. So what would be the point? And it's still weird, like the whole thing he did with Randy where he lost his title for a second and then got it back. That was weird and kind of pointless.
Yeah, because I think he lost it. He lost it for like a week and he got it back or something like that.
But I guess it's hard too because what do you do? Because honestly, what I think they should have done, and they've kind of booked themselves into a corner with this one. I think what they should have done was done the whole Randy Orton Edge at Mania when you're going to have at least a portion of fans there to enjoy it. And have Edge, if this could be his last Mania, have him win the Rumble, have him have that big moment and all of that. I know they kind of don't want it to be too predictable and all that, but I mean, sometimes predictability is a good thing. Like, there's good predictability out there, and Edge versus Orton at Mania is good. Yeah, exactly. Like,
Edge unlike 2013. That was bad predictability. Yeah. With when having Cena win the Rumble and having The Rock beat CM Punk and all that. I mean, that's very bad predictable.
It's almost hard to do. It's almost one of those situations. I don't know how you would surprise us into it in a way too, because like I've thought about that. Like, how would they have pulled off putting Orton and Drew against each other in this, and then having the Rumble? Because if they do Orton and Drew before the Rumble, which they probably would do, you kind of know who's going to win the Rumble. So does that take the steam out of it in a way, or do you do the Rumble first, even though you know who's going to win the main event, and just do a really good back and forth, it could go either way type of a main event, like almost like split the feud into three, where Drew's kind of feuding with Edge in some way, but Orton still got his feud with Edge in some way, and then that way you know where it's leaning, but at the same time it doesn't give it away completely. I don't know, but I think that's what they should have done. Why they didn't do that, don't know. But it does make for the Rumble to be a little bit more interesting, and you never really know. I don't know if you really know where it's going to go, besides possibly the Daniel Bryan route. Maybe because it could be his last Rumble as well. So, it's kind of it's up in the air, I guess you could say. But I mean, I'm overall excited. Anybody else got any overall thoughts on kind of how you feel the Rumble is going to play out? Not necessarily the match per se, but just pay per view in general. Overall, whoever wants to go, feel free.
I mean, you should pick us. I mean, you're the host. Pick.
Sure. Justin, go ahead.
I'm actually really looking forward to this show. I mean, in my opinion, this is in the main four, this is my favorite pay-per-view out of the main four. because I love the surprises that come out the Rumble, and also this kickstarts the road to WrestleMania. Whoever wins that Rumble match is going to be in the main event of WrestleMania, and most of the time they do win the championship at Mania, unless they do something crazy. They had to book their way out of a corner like what they did in 2015, which that is one of my favorite cash-ins. So, but that we're not talking about cash-in. But yeah, Rumble was just I always get excited because nice weather is going to be coming around again eventually. We're going to get away from this cold weather eventually. So I just love Rumble a lot. And I go yep, once we get around Rumble time, I just get back into wrestling. Because during the fall and winter, I go that's the time when wrestling is kind of slow because, we got football and stuff, and it's just, you'd rather watch Monday Night Football than rather watch Monday Night Raw. I mean, it's simple, but I'm excited though. I really am.
All right, let's go to old Apple Jack Styles.
Me and him were just discussing this. I'm like, what?
I send damn videos in our group chat that explain this from the one and only Tyler Breeze, and y'all ignore it, and then you don't know the reference.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
I did watch that video,
but it's Tyler Breeze.
Yeah, one of the greatest of all time. That man, come on now. I love you, Tyler.
I'm just ribbing. Love you too.
In response to Justin's blasphemy, sir, I feel like, and it's not always this way, but I think wrestling should be at its peak, especially during, fall and winter, because it is competing with football. And there have been times where WWE really kind of, tried to compete, and get eyes on Monday Night Raw rather than Monday Night Football. Again, it's not always, but I feel like it should definitely be like that because, you want people to be watching your show. You want the ratings. You don't want them over watching, whatever the football game is. But I definitely agree that Rumble is probably my second favorite pay-per-view. Just because in certain categories I might actually even put it at number one, just because of the surprise returns and the debuts and things like that. You literally never know what you're gonna get at Rumble. You could get huge returns like the one year when at MSG when Cena returned. You could get huge debuts of guys that you didn't think would ever see in WWE.
We could get Diesel.
Nothing. We've had a couple of years where we could get Diesel. This is a possibility. We could get
but I don't want Kevin Nash. I want Glenn Jacobs, fake Diesel, full getup, fake black hair, fake goatee. I need this in life. Now wait, real quick. You had mentioned about don't force the issue. Don't make the audience choose and not try to make it compete with football. 5 years ago, the AJ debut, they competed against the NFC Championship game because Vince said, "Oh hell, no one's going to watch that shit at night."
But, yeah, and they did change that this year.
Yes, they did.
Which was probably smart because there's no Pro Bowl. Not that anybody was there, but
no. Well, you know what they're doing this year. Hi, welcome to the daily weekly picks. You know what they're doing for the Pro Bowl this year?
Yeah, they're doing it by Madden, right? Yeah.
Yeah, all of this, and you're gonna be like, "Hey guys, watch me play with my team on Madden." So stupid. So stupid.
It doesn't make sense because I don't know. That's weird. But anyway, I don't not to get into that. But go ahead, Casey.
But yeah, like I'm definitely excited for it. I'm curious to see what they mean when they say that it's supposedly going to be a cinematic Rumble, which could be really good or it could be really bad. I've kind of played scenarios in my
Wait, they
mind
said it was
out.
going to be cinematic?
Yeah, they
Yeah,
said they're gonna try something different. Now, they also didn't say if it was going to be for both or just for the men's. They
I'll
kind
do
of
it for. I'll just
insinuated
do
that
it
it
for
was
the
just the
women's.
men's.
They're gonna play it on WWE 2K20.
2K21. Wait, they don't have to. Actually, they don't
Exactly.
have
They
it.
don't have 2K21. They're gonna play it on Battlegrounds.
That's actually a fun game. Not gonna lie.
but
I'd watch it.
I mean,
Here
I've
comes the
played
Pain
like
Royal
different
Rumble.
scenarios. Oh yeah, I've played like different scenarios in my head, just like how they could do it and like ideas. So I'm gonna go into it with an open mind. That's I think all we can do. And yes, of course, there are rumors that CM Punk's coming back, as there are every year, every year, every year. For how many years has it been? Like 7?
Hey,
Just let it
I think
go.
I think CM Punk might return.
um,
At this point, I would not pop anymore. I wouldn't. I'd be like, oh, okay, it happened. Like,
Hear me out, dude. Hear me out, dude. You don't call him CM Punk. You have him come out as a peacock to try to get people to subscribe to Peacock. He would be called CM Peacock.
I hate this man.
I hate
Please.
myself.
fucking move on, please. Can we move on?
Adam.
Okay.
I adore this pay-per-view every year. Now overall this card to me is a little underwhelming. But obviously I'm going to let the matches play out and whatnot. I'm not going to completely bury it per se. When they say cinematic for the Rumble match, I'm looking at more as like that match that Gargano and Ciampa had, where it was kind of
Mm-hmm.
real dim in the background and the whole thing with Canada. I think it's going to be more like that. It's just going to be stylized. Like I don't really think that it's going to be. It's not going to be like the Firefly Funhouse, which if they do, I'm going to break my television. Which I like the Firefly Funhouse, but you don't do that to the fucking Rumble.
If Bray's entrant isn't in the Firefly Funhouse, I won't be upset. Not gonna lie.
There's something I want to add. Since there not being any fans, it's gonna get so annoying here the countdown. From like different because they're gonna have some type of audio going like Ted, not counting it down. I gotta do this. It's gonna be getting so annoying. Like
wow,
I rather
Corey,
have.
Sounds like the crowd's really here.
It sounds like, man, this crowd is jam-packed to the roof. I don't know whatever they say back in the day. But it's gonna get so annoying.
That's the Pavlovian dog situation we got now. And it's the same thing with, speaking of predictability, same thing with like the surprise returns and all that stuff. Like we kind of expect that each year now, which I think you have to do it. I think if you sprinkled it out amongst the years, it's cool. But I think like now, like we almost expect it. The one thing I do like is like the NXT call up that gets on the Rumble. I do like that. But like somebody from the past, Edge is a different story because Edge was actually going to be involved. So, but the Rumble is one of the most genius creations. Which thank you, Pat Patterson. Vince thought that was the idea was garbage, and he had to sell it to Dick Ebersol. And you're like, that's right, Pat. Tell Ebersol about your stupid idea. Ebersol got it, and it's been around for 30 plus years now. But and we'll get into the predictions and all that stuff. Like again, it's the Rumble, so I'm naturally excited, but I'm just like the match the match selections, I'm just kind of like, you feel it's a lot of like you've seen it type thing, but they're extensions of the story. So,
real quick before we jump into the actual predictions, curious to hear you guys' thoughts on, because I've been talking to some of my friends about this, and I've been a little bit like in a way frustrated by it. But how'd you guys feel about Edge saying that he was going to be in the Rumble via Twitter instead of just surprising us like he should have? For me, I mean, for me, it's like, what's the why? Like literally anybody's eligible for the Rumble. Like Justin can pop up in the Rumble if he wanted to, right? But like, why tell me that you're gonna be in the Rumble? Like, why not just because
they're trying to put the wool over our eyes, like it's football and basketball. They make announcements on Twitter. We'll just have our talent do it. It's like Twitter can be used for character development, storyline, etc. But yes, in terms of that, it's not the same thing.
And plus, Edge has been out for so long that it made you wonder, like, not if he's coming back, but like, who knows when he would come back, right? Like, the Rumble is obviously the first thought in the back of your mind, like, okay, maybe he'll come back at Rumble. But then again, you don't know how hurt he is still at that point either. So
what's it been? 8 months, 8 or 9 months? That was April.
Yeah, it's been pretty. Yeah, it's just I just, for me personally, I don't like it because, like, just let us be surprised. Because I mean, of course, some of us are going to be surprised that he comes back. Others aren't. I would have still been surprised if he was in the Rumble because he's been out for so long and it was a pretty decent injury.
Yeah.
And also another thing. So did you hear that they're going to be announcing the two competitors are going to be the entrants in the women's match, like the first two, and then the 30th entrant in the men's match.
Why?
Backstage. I mean, I kind of understand why they're doing it, because since they're not going to actually have real fans there, you don't have that pure reaction. So I kind of understand it that way, but still, like, I love that the surprise element. Like, I love to be surprised. So I'm going to try to stay away from those spoilers tomorrow night.
Exactly, but my thing is. The position announcement only works if it's used in storyline. And Benoit saying he wanted to go number one. Ray wanted to be number one. Austin and McMahon, they deliberately say, Austin, well, you're going to be the first entrant. They act like it was random, and they picked number one. And Shane goes, no, wait, no, let's give him another chance. Shane picks that one, and it's number one. So that's what I'm saying. Like you already know the destination, and when you get to it, you're like, yeah, we fucking saw it's coming. Fucking DiBiase buying the number 30 spot in '89, and he ended up losing to Big John Studd. And then the next year he goes number one. So that's what I'm saying. It's got to be. That stuff only works if it's actually going to be used in storyline. Guy makes it a long fucking way, and he gets screwed, or he wins the whole thing. I don't know. They're trying to outthink us, or they're trying to outthink themselves,
or they're trying to get people to buy. They're trying to get people to buy the pay-per-view and stuff. Get the network like, hey, you could see this superstar, but I don't think it's going to really affect the who wins the match and whoever comes out.
Santino Marella comes in at number 30.
Well, I think too, like
something like that.
The Rumble, like the one thing about the Rumble is it's all about surprises. Real quick,
Slapjack at number 30.
Appreciate Miley for coming by and giving us a like. But the Rumble is so much about surprises. Like, that's the biggest thing about the Rumble. Like, you don't know who's coming in at 3, 4, 5. Like, they don't tell you like you said, in storyline, of course, in the past, you knew that this guy was coming in at 1, or this guy may come in at 30, or even random numbers like 24 or whatever. You might know, some here or there, but like, I don't understand it. Like, I don't like that they do that. like that. I just.
Did you ain't the Rumble winner?
You don't know that.
It was me, Austin. It was me all along.
I'm gonna come out 30. You're gonna be like, "Holy shit, he really was."
No, but
see, people watch us when they can't sleep.
See, we are the best form of melatonin. So
specifically,
good night, everybody.
Hey, too sweet me, DJ.
Don't too sweet him. Don't do
it.
Come
on, hit me with
it. No, Justin, go along. Justin, real quick.
Wait.
Go along with
Too Sweet Miley. Everybody.
Boom.
Justin, just based on what you just said, another thing that's a pet peeve of mine is now not even using Twitter or anything like that, but now the habitual, everybody comes out on TV, I officially enter myself into the Rumble. It's
like what the freak?
I think we know that this fucking roster is razor thin in terms of names. So just let it just naturally play out, because that's the other thing too. We know who's going to be in. It's the anticipation of where.
Mm-hmm.
That's the main part of it. It's insert name. Ricochet comes in number 1 and he makes it 45 minutes. That's a cool angle. Fucking Bob Holly, when he was still Sparkplug Holly, was in the 96 Rumble for like 48 minutes. And
does anybody
the crowd
know that ridiculous tattoo?
I don't know.
Sorry.
I don't know. But that's what I'm saying. Like, who's gonna get the you didn't see coming, long standing, lasting in the Rumble? Who's gonna have the you can call it the Kane spot now, but I think it's forever known as the Diesel spot, where someone's just chucking them left and right. And the other thing too, there's one name that nobody's really brought up, whatever to consider. This could be a Brock sighting.
Yeah,
I heard Ronda Rousey could be coming back also.
Yeah, it'll definitely be interesting.
Well, her contract ends sometime around WrestleMania. But she's been training though, because I heard from Wrestling Observer that she's been, practicing.
Huh.
So she could be coming back soon.
Yeah, well, when you get stuff from Meltzer and Alvarez, you got to tread lightly.
Yeah, you're right.
Real quick, Casey, what we were talking about was if we were offended or not offended by Edge announcing that he was going to return at the Rumble via Twitter. I thought it was stupid. I think all of us thought it was pretty dumb. And then we also were talking about, like right when you came back in, we were talking about how they're going to announce. What'd you say, Justin? They were going to announce certain entrants on.
So backstage tomorrow night backstage on Fox Sports 1, they're going to announce the 30th. I can't talk right now. It's late. The 30th and what?
30th.
The 30th entrance in the men's match, and the first 2 for the women's match.
So what are your thoughts on WWE doing weird things like this? I feel like it takes the surprise out of the Rumble, which is what we enjoy about the Rumble the most, is the surprises.
I mean, I'm more surprised for like actual returns. Like I wouldn't consider, like, of course I would, pop for Edge, obviously, but like.
Well, my issue with Edge is it's not like it's Baron Corbin saying I'm going to be in the Rumble. It's Edge, who we haven't seen for months, with a torn tricep, and like I was saying before you went off, like in the back of your mind, you feel like Edge could come back, but he hasn't been there for so long. You don't know how bad the injury is. You never know. Like, they haven't said anything about him. Like, it's easy to almost forget about somebody.
I mean, I would rather him just not say anything and just return anyway. But, and then when you bring up Baron Corbin, if he did it, I just wouldn't watch the Rumble.
You should have stayed in Ring of Honor.
He should have stayed at home.
He should have stayed quarantined.
And then, like, am I the only one who misses when they used to just, pick like numbers out of like the bingo thing? Like, come on,
they're all the same. They're all the same numbers.
Because then you don't know who got what, but it's like, I don't know.
Favorite of that month. My favorite was Ambrose, where he picked number 8. And I don't forget he was talking to whatever that goes, oh, hang on a second, it's upside down. It's number 8.
Let's jump into the predictions here. We got Asuka and Charlotte Flair versus Shayna Baszler and Nia Jax for the women's tag team championships. I'm completely out of the loop here. Completely out of the loop. I mean, I know Charlotte came back and they won the titles and whatnot, and Nia Jax and Shayna.
They have this whole Lacey Evans thing with Ric Flair.
Yeah, I've seen that.
It makes no sense. It makes absolutely no sense.
Yeah, I've seen that, but I haven't really cared enough to look up and see what's going on. I mean, I think Charlotte and Asuka are going to retain because why not? Like, what would be the point of them not retaining? I like Shayna Baszler and Nia Jax as a tag team in a way. They're still weird. They're still an odd couple. They're still an odd tag team, but I mean, it gives Nia Jax something to do that's not mess up everything else. But I don't know. I'm going Asuka Charlotte here in a match that I don't care too much about, to be really. But I also wonder how long can Asuka hold both of these belts too at the same time? Like,
yeah, which I'm surprised that Asuka isn't defending the title, like pulling double duty.
Yeah, and I don't know. They'll probably make her do it at what's the pay-per-view in between this?
Elimination Chamber or Fastlane? No, Chamber. It's Chamber.
Yeah.
And then they got Fastlane. They were doing Fastlane in March.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's too.
Which I don't know why. Like, we don't need all these pay-per-views. I think they need to cut down on pay-per-views. We said that many times before. Like have Rumble and then have February, March, and then in April have Mania. They don't need all these other pay-per-views involved here.
Right. Yeah, I agree. Speaking of Justin, what do you think about this whole ordeal? Oh no, go ahead, Casey.
First of all, I would, if you're gonna do that and take away the 2 pay-per-views from February and March, I would still throw in maybe sort of in your house kind of pay-per-view.
I agree, Casey. You need one. Like, there's always one.
Then have Chamber. Keep Chamber because I like having the Chamber too. It's going to make it out, on the final stop.
I wouldn't put Chamber because I don't like having it there because you risk somebody getting injured right before Mania.
Yeah,
I wouldn't. That's why I would put a small, again, in your house type show where people are gonna watch it because it's in your house, but it doesn't necessarily have to have any huge, crazy matches or anything like that.
Roadblock.
You guys getting injured.
That's what I was gonna suggest too, because I've always suggested do more network specials.
Yeah,
I mean they're all really network specials now because who really buys pay-per-views these days? I mean, if you're crazy and you're really old, you go I'm not gonna get WWE Network. I'm gonna pay $60 for a pay-per-view.
Right. You know what? I'm not gonna get I'm not gonna get WWE Network. I'm gonna get Peacock.
There you go.
Yeah, right. But I just mean the other ones are the real bad ones. Fastlane, Great Balls of Fire, fucking TLC. Those. Again, Pavlovian's dog. We expect what's going Hell in a Cell. We expect what's going to happen. What I want is a one in your house type of pay-per-view where it's a different theme each time. Now, don't come with the maturation from stuff from the past. Don't recycle the old raw sewage. Have a theme that is like what the In Your Houses were, where they were indicative to the storyline. Bad Blood, Beware of Dog, international, stuff like that. It was a different form.
Insurrection. Bring back Insurrection.
Justin. If you move,
we're not talking about pay-per-views.
If you move, but and the thing is, the only reason why, I mean, I know a lot of it was they wanted basically like an upgraded version of Raw, but at a reduced pay-per-view price. They were doing that to match up with WCW were doing, to have one a month. Like that's gone. Like even at least AEW has one, in the quarterly sessions every couple of months. That's what you need to go with now. Have more original content on the network, or do original specials like the Superstar Spectacle. I'm fine with that. And every once in a while the weird crown jewel shows.
And then of course you got your takeovers in there.
Yeah, the takeovers are perfect. Every couple of months, it's perfect.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I would put takeover completely on to the side, because to me, I still feel like NXT and takeovers are completely different, like brand, different promotion. Like if you put the two side by side, they are completely different. But if you're gonna go with like the quarterly pay-per-views or something like that, I think in the long run that's a good thing, because then that forces you to have a better weekly show. Because you don't have that pay-per-view to fall back. Oh, well, such and such is in 2 weeks. We can, have a shitty show and they won't care because it'll lead up to the pay-per-view. No, now you have to have that constantly good weekly show, or they're going to stop watching. And then by the time the pay-per-view comes, they're not going to care.
And you said something really good about, with having the network and stuff. Vince doesn't even have to try anymore, because they go like, "Oh, I know you guys are going to watch, the pay-per-view, like I have all these, subscribers on here, so I don't have to try to, put on a good pay-per-view, because they don't have these pay-per-view buys anymore. You don't have all these. I mean, the ratings don't really matter much anymore, which is crazy to think about.
The demos.
Well, I think too, Justin. What would be an excellent idea is have your pay-per-views every month. But when I say have your pay-per-views every month, that makes everything special, because you got Rumble January, February you got NXT TakeOver, March you got NXT UK TakeOver. So then they get something consistent every couple of months, like we talked about, and then you go back to the main roster again. Because I mean, it all filters back to the network anyway. But what I'm saying is, it makes, because lessening the amount of pay-per-views makes every show feel special now, instead of just feeling like, well, it's not SummerSlam, so I don't care about it. Like right now, there's so many that we feel like, man, like it's just we got filler here, filler there.
And if you did something like that, where you go like main roster pay-per-view, NXT pay-per-view, NXT UK pay-per-view, main roster pay-per-view, NXT pay-per-view, NXT
I would enjoy that a lot more.
I think that's something that could work, And then
everything gets a shine. Like everything gets a chance to shine. Whereas like NXT UK can be the greatest thing we've ever seen, but if you're not watching it on a weekly basis, you'll never know anything about NXT UK.
Yeah.
Because NXT UK is actually doing some pretty good stuff over there, but like I don't
and
watch.
It gives you that 2 months to build, to actually build to a decent pay-per-view, where the storylines are built up, and it's not like, oh, let's throw this together in 2 weeks and hopefully it works out, because that's
and everything's not overlapping either.
Yeah.
Like right now, everything's like, until recently with the because I mean, even though it was kind of cool to have a takeover and then have Rumble or something like that. But like now, at least everything feels like it's all spaced out. It seems like they're trying to do it, but at the same time, they have way too many main roster pay-per-views, so it's not doing anything. Like it's not help. I think it'll help with the whole like we feel like we have these pay-per-views as fillers, and it's like who cares? So then when they have that Saudi Arabia show, it feels like it's worth a darn because it's not some random thing they threw on the network. It's a part of their not necessarily yearly thing, but it's just, it's one of those specials that kind of just fits into that schedule.
Weren't we talking about a tag team match or something like that?
We were.
But as you can see, we clearly don't give a rat's ass about this one. Nothing against the ladies. It's just there's no.
It's more against the booking.
It's there's no essence behind it. Like I'll throw my hat in there. Asuka and Charlotte win. Because
did I give my prediction on this?
I
think you went on a tangent about something else.
I did go on a tangent.
We went on we went around the match, through the match.
We twinsed it.
We had to go. We got to do some Googleable things and but yeah, Charlotte and Asuka again. Like being that Asuka's not defending the titles, that's got to be used as I hate to use the word prop, but that's got to be used as the vessel before those two start to clash about it. It's like, well, we're the tag champs, but I tell you what, I want the other goal that's around your waist, and they can go over that. Nia and Shayna get away from each other. To me, it's not doing anything for me.
So, like, and I'm from a logical standpoint, why would Shayna?
This is wrestling, right?
This is WWE, right? This is Vince McMahon, right?
Will you let me finish my damn sentence? From a logical standpoint, why would Nia and Shayna want to go for the tag team championships when one of them has the Raw Women's Championship, the bigger title of the two titles? Like, what? It doesn't make any sense. Like, why? Wouldn't you always want to go for like the world title or like the the main? I don't know. It's just maybe I'm thinking too much into it.
The 24/7 title. I mean,
I'd go for that. I feel like I could win it. But like, I just don't like Shayna and Nia together. I would rather see Shayna on her own, just like destroying everyone again, because that's where she's good at. Nia Jax.
Because that's what I do.
Besides, Nia has wrestlers to injure, so she needs to be off on her own.
Exactly. She's too busy doing that.
Why?
Shayna needs to be busy, kayfabe, like injuring people, but knowing how to injure people. While Nia is injuring people because she doesn't know.
Hey, kid, doesn't work.
Poor Nia. Justin, go ahead and give your prediction for this one.
You know what? I'm gonna be different here, and
you already are. So.
We're all different here, aren't we? Hey, shut up there. You okay? You shut up there. I could change our positions right now.
You shut your mouth when you're talking to me.
Exactly.
Dang, I haven't said that in forever. I gotta bring that back.
I could see Lacey Evans getting involved and probably costing Asuka and Charlotte the match. Because eventually, they're gonna need to lose the title to somebody. But I'm gonna say give the titles back to Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler, which I don't know. This tag team's women division is just terrible right now. It's bad. Like they don't put any effort into it.
You are right, Justin. We need a real lady as the women's champion. Just saying.
We need a real lady. We need a real woman
that says "I rode Space Mountain."
Which that whole stuff that they're doing, with Lacey Evans and Ric Flair is just it's so weird.
It doesn't. It's worthless. It doesn't. It's not adding to anything.
And this doesn't work at this day and age. Like it's just like in the PG era and stuff.
I don't know.
It does not work right now.
It's just moving on. Moving on. Drew McIntyre and Goldberg. I'm excited that I get to say Goldberg, go, because that's probably the best part of any Goldberg sighting. But I'm interested in this one because can Goldberg really squash Drew? He's so hot right now. He's freaking red hot, booming and running and going. Come on, it's Drew's time, baby. Like, come on. I'm curious to see if Miley meant stupid match for the previous match or stupid match for this match.
We're probably talking about this match,
but you're ignoring the real focus of what we're excited about. We're excited to see if Goldberg busts himself open before he gets to the ring.
Oh, I thought you were going to say if Gilbert comes out and fights as Goldberg. I thought,
I would pop so hard.
No. But there's the clarification for Miley. This match, she feels. But is there any way Goldberg loses this match? There's no way, right? It's freaking Goldberg.
Yes.
Yes. Has he lost a match since he came back?
Yes.
He lost that one to Brock.
He lost to Braun.
Yep.
He lost to Braun? Oh, he did lose to Braun, didn't he?
At WrestleMania last year.
Well, Braun won. No, Braun won that.
No. I'm saying, he Braun beat. Yeah, that's what I said. Braun beat.
I don't know why. I don't know why I keep thinking Goldberg doesn't lose. So, LOL, Goldberg loses again to Drew because
and I'll take. Here's how Goldberg loses, because again, if you're gonna have Goldberg have the title for a month and losing at Elimination Chamber and or losing at Mania, it's nonsensical. Because you mean to tell me that he's going to be on Raw every week, wrestling? I highly doubt that. The only way this match conceivably works, and I think Drew can pull this off. They need to have that match that Goldberg and Brock had at WrestleMania. Where again, it doesn't have to be. You don't let that go 15 minutes. Goldberg, somehow they feel each other out. Goldberg hits the spear early, goes for the pin, catches Drew off guard. Drew tries to gather his wits about. Goldberg hits it again. Goes for the jackhammer. Maybe Drew slips out of it and then hits a couple of claymores. Yeah, but again, make it hard hitting, but not. I'm not saying like 3 minutes, but make it as short as possible. Make it 7-8 minutes, to where even if
do you think they have?
Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, do you think they have Mania plans for Goldberg?
Probably. I mean,
because I could conceivably see Randall, Keith Orton coming in. Keith. I can see Randy.
First of all, it's Randall Keithius.
Yeah, there we go. Randall Barkeithius. I can see Randall coming in, interfering in this match, letting Goldberg win, letting him hold the title, with his broad shoulders for the next month until he loses that chamber to Randall Keith Orton. Like, I can see it. And then Edge somehow brings himself in there, and then we get the match we always want.
But Randy's I've been hearing rumors that we could with the Fiend.
Yeah, I've been hearing rumors that we could be getting Goldberg and Cena at Mania, which that'd be a great match to watch.
No, wait a minute. No, you can't. I was going to say you can't do Goldberg Brock again. I was going to say Brock comes. But he does. It's not even the Rumble. Brock makes an entrance and lays them both out.
I'm surprised they didn't try to dig up Reigns and Goldberg again. because they didn't get to have it.
That was the original match at Mania.
Yeah, because they didn't get to have it. So, but I mean, there's no conceivable way they would find themselves there now. But anyway, yeah, I don't know. I feel like some interference is going to happen and Goldberg is going to win this freaking match somehow. And then he's going to lose it at Chamber or Fastlane or Roadblock or
I just said Roadblock just because, you know.
Or Orange Cone pay-per-view, whatever you want to call it. But
student test driver.
You're all wrong.
What is it?
Wrong. My boy Otis comes out, cashes in because he never lost. Never lost.
The man's cashes in the briefcase.
He's always lost. Always.
No, he never lost. Never lost.
I mean, he did a good job when letting Bianca Belair carry him for 10 yards. That was nice.
That was pretty cool.
That was cool. But I mean, I really don't even have a pick for this. I guess I'm gonna go Goldberg because troll low. All right, Justin.
The way you just said there. Man, this is. I mean, this is what they always do. You know, they bring these part-timers back and they put over the hot talent. You know, like Drew McIntyre is white hot
Drew
right
McIntyre is not a part-timer. How dare you?
No, they don't. I mean, they don't put over. No,
and Goldberg is not a hot talent. Okay.
They don't put them over. No, they beat the hot talent. That's what I'm talking about. They beat the white hot superstar. And I'm feeling that this is what's gonna. I feel like this is what's gonna happen here. I feel like that Goldberg's gonna win, and he's gonna lose to that Mania to an up and coming superstar.
Because
Otis,
I wouldn't mind. Keith would be back. Otis, I mean, okay, you have a point down there. Okay, I agree with you on one thing.
No, hear me out. Imagine.
Hear me out, dude.
Imagine Otis taking a spear, pop it up, and be like, "Oh yeah, I mean."
And get blindsided by Tucky out of nowhere.
It needs to happen. All right, I'm behind Otis now. It needs to happen.
Now,
book it.
Now, I'd be more into this match if Goldberg didn't have all these matches that were complete garbage. Like, okay, so when did Goldberg return? Was it at?
I don't think he's had. But let's be honest now, because I know you're a Smart fan, Justin. But let's be real now. These matches haven't been that bad. Yeah, besides the Taker match, the Taker match is the worst match he's had. Other than that, I mean, I'm not gonna say they've been 5-star classics, or instant classic, as we like to say around here. But I mean, come on. They've been passable. I've been able to watch them.
No.
I mean, I know you like your. I know you like less fist, more flips, but Goldberg don't do the flips. Okay, Goldberg don't do the flips. So,
not his McIntyre. But yeah, like I said, if Goldberg didn't have all those matches,
all over myself.
If he didn't have all those matches, I'll be more into this here. And you know, like I said, they do this with all the most of the part timers. I mean, a great one is Rock, but the Rock is so much better than Goldberg. Like leaps and bounds better than Goldberg.
Goldberg is good at what he does. He comes in, he spears you, jackhammers, and he leaves, and he makes you say Goldberg. I mean, I've never had a more over one word chant except for
right back, maybe right
back.
Can we start back? Hardy's revenge.
Yeah, that's the greatest chant right there.
In my heart, I'm going to go with McIntyre, but with my head, I'm going to go with Goldberg. Unfortunately.
Okay. Insert poorly timed joke here. Casey.
I said my pick. My boy cashing in.
Leave. Adam.
His lunchbox. He's bringing the lunchbox. That's what it is.
If he brings the lunch box, I may go streaking in my neighborhood. I'm just saying.
He's gonna come in and cash in. Goldberg's gonna spear him. He's gonna roll into it.
By the way, don't visualize.
Oh yeah.
By the way, folks, don't visualize that. You'll burn out your corneas. But this is going to be Drew, as I just laid out. Goldberg is a credible opponent. That's believable. That you could believe that could beat Drew. But yes, you've already pulled the rug out from underneath him by having Keithus. Is that what we're calling him now?
It's Randilius, Keithus, Ortanius.
These guys.
Why did he already? Apparently, Randy Orton is now like the new T.J. Manzada with this weird name. Keithus Maximus Decimus Meridius Ordinius. Mike, a lot of idiots. Anyway, he's from St. Louis. But like I said, Goldberg is a credible opponent. The other thing too, I'll never badmouth the guy that's coming to get a payday because he's going to get paid handsomely for this. We're talking about Goldberg. So,
but he's taken the young guy's spot.
Yeah, but that's the thing though. Vince is, it's not him. It's Vince taking the young guy's spot. That's the other thing.
I mean, I
these
don't.
guys always get the residual heat from the fans.
Guys,
wanting to make some money.
Guys, let's be real here. It's all about that money. Yeah. That money. Yeah, okay.
Here comes the money.
Okay.
No, wrong person.
Money.
Think about it this way, though. Okay, so say Goldberg does win and takes it from the young guy. The young guy in this situation is already pretty established. The fans love him. He's over. Even if Goldberg wins and takes it to Mania and then puts over another young guy, Drew's still going to win it back. So
it's not like some of the past wins that Goldberg's had where like it's going to destroy Drew if he loses it, or it's going to really like chop his momentum in half.
No, that's true. That's true.
Because I was real sick when the Fiend lost to Goldberg. I'm just gonna be honest.
Yeah,
I was sick to my stomach.
I go like, this is what they're doing now. I go like, this is what they're doing. Like they ruined Bray Wyatt so much.
I was really thinking Bray was literally buried by chairs by John Cena and had to re-debut.
Literally, he literally was buried.
It's fine. No, he was literally buried by with chairs and had.
Would you say it was literally?
And I've gotten over it. I'm fine. I'm not still mad at that. It's fine.
No, Undertaker literally has been buried twice.
And he's a dead man also. He's a dead man.
It was lit on fire. So
came away
the Fiend was lit on fire though. The Fiend, you should saw him lit on fire.
The Fiend shook that off though and hulked up and then took an RKO and he was done for. That damn RKO.
But the one thing that you never ever recover from hair versus hair matches.
This is true.
That's why Goldberg's bald.
He can't even have one. He's been bald. He debuted bald.
DJ's going bald.
Has everybody?
I was just going to make sure. My last point on this thing. Like I understand. I understand the frustration of that. This is possibly taking another guy's spot. But here's my counter question to that. Who do you put Drew against?
Keith Lee.
Yeah, but they tried that, and then Vince said, "Never mind." I would be 1,000% behind that. Vince doesn't have any fucking patience because The other thing, they gutted Keith Lee because when he debuted, he looked like a divorcee in a tennis outfit.
Damian Priest.
Seriously, yes. Again, give me anyone, but he won't. He won't do that. So he needs
Karrion
to,
Kross.
Now they need to give him more time in NXT. I think
Adam
Vince
Cole,
will
baby.
like him. Oh my Lord. That could come full circle at some
If
point.
Adam Cole doesn't debut at this Rumble, I swear.
Wait.
You're canceling your network.
It would come full circle because when did Adam Cole debut? When Drew won the NXT title. Super kicked him right in the jaw. That program needs to happen.
It does need to happen on the main.
But anyway, but yes, like to me, you don't insult the fans by pulling the rug out from underneath Drew again, just because yes, then like everybody knows, okay, when's he gonna win it back? The Randy thing I think was kind of an inverted. We're hearing what the fans are kind of murmuring. Maybe we'll pull a fast one on and be like, well, we know he's got to lose it, but not now. I mean, what are we doing here? So again, this is where that whole social media thing kind of gets brought into the limelight. It's like because they see what's being said, they get the temperature of what's going on out there of us saying your booking is the shits. Please bring Raw back to 2 hours. Make NXT go back to 1 hour for NXT, et cetera.
Put it on the network because this whole ratings war is. I think it's kind of over right now.
Well, not only that, none of those sides are trying, which is fine. But now that's why they need to bump NXT to a different night.
Okay, before we talk about this match, would they bump it to? I was thinking maybe Tuesday nights.
I would bump it to Tuesday.
I say you do a 30-minute segment Monday through Thursday. Who's ever done that? Who's ever done that? 30-minute segment Monday through Thursday.
Boom, Monday boom, through Friday.
Boonga, 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 boonga. Yeah.
Boonga, boonga.
Yes, sir.
Jerry, how'd you draw a banana on
WWE, you can send me my check whenever you want. You can send me my check whenever you want. You better bring me my money. Come on.
My money.
All right. Anyway. All right.
Is that your catchphrase? Boonga, boonga, boonga.
Boonga, 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 boonga. Yeah, That's the one I use,
That's gonna be the new intro.
That's the one.
Boonga, boonga, boonga.
Can you start off every wrestling podcast with that? What's going on, good people? Booga, booga, booga.
We got Casey. Put it on a t-shirt.
Put it on a t-shirt. I'm sure it'll be on a t-shirt by the end of the night.
Why haven't you sold any of our catchphrases yet? My goodness.
Moving into a match that I actually care about. Roman Reigns versus Kevin Owens. His feud has been good. It's been really good. It's had a little personal feel, ironically enough.
Would you say it's been an instant classic?
I mean, I wasn't going to say those words, but since you already since you already threw it out there, I'm just going to catch it, Since you already threw it, I'm going to catch it, So,
give me a Patrick Mahomes pass.
But this should be good. I'm excited about it. I'm of course loving Roman's character, and I like that they're actually taking Kevin Owens seriously because instead of just having him do talk shows, because he's freaking one of the more talented wrestlers on your roster. Come on. I love Kevin. So I mean, I'm hoping that Kevin Owens does get the title, not here, but maybe at Mania. Would be nice. I don't want to see Roman lose it at the same time, but Roman's at such a level right now that I don't. Not to say he doesn't need a title, but it wouldn't hurt him to lose. Like it would definitely put over whoever he loses to for them to beat him.
You know what they say? It's not the title who makes the man; it's the man who makes the title.
No, sometimes it's the title that makes the man. But anyway,
sometimes it's, but in this situation, it's not.
Gender. Sorry.
You all right, DJ? You all right over there?
Gender. But anyway. Sorry, Gender. Love you. But anyway, back at it again. Roman wins this match easily. Not easily, but Roman wins this match. It should be good. It definitely should be good. But I'm going with Roman because best thing going. I mean, I would love to see Roman win just one match without Jey Uso. Just one. I mean, just one. But yeah. Enough of that. Let's go to Justin.
No, this is a match I'm really looking forward to. This could be.
Hey. That's copyright infringement.
This is gonna be match at night right here. I'm guaranteeing that right now.
I would disagree. I think the Rumble will be match of the night.
I mean, which one? The women's or the men's? I think the women's. Like the women have been doing some amazing stuff. But no, on to Adam, you guys are the worst. DJ, you guys do it? Do it one time. Do it for the one time. Do it for the gram. Okay, never mind.
DJ Rudy.
DJ, do it one time. Just one time.
Do it for the vine. Do it.
Do it for the vine.
I ain't gonna do it.
I ain't gonna
do it.
No.
Never.
No, but I'm gonna pick Reigns to retain title here. I mean, I've been liking this rivalry that they've been doing. Like, they had a great match at TLC. I love their steel cage match that they had on SmackDown a few weeks ago. So I think that this and I didn't think that having Kevin Owens as a face will work because he's amazing as a heel, but he's really sympathetic as a baby face, and I like what he's been doing. I mean, I like them to put a title on Owens, but I just don't think here is the right time. So I'm going to say Reigns retains.
All right, and the booger to Casey.
Well, booger to you too, sir.
Is that the new word for hello?
So what's gonna happen in this match is my boy Otis coming out again. He gonna cash in again. He gonna win this title too. He gonna be dual champions by the end of the night. Y'all watch. And this is all payback for you assholes saying he was gonna lose.
But he did.
Shut up. He did.
I mean, he still has a lunchbox, though.
Shut up.
I mean, I want Money in the Bank lunchbox. But, Adam.
Now, you never specified, is this Roman Reigns or Luther Reigns?
Oh, this is Luther. No, this is Luther.
This is
Roman's taking the night off.
This is Goldust, long lost cousin, Black Reigns.
Black Reigns. Gold to jury dust. But no, I'm gonna go with Roman. I do think that this will be of the individual matches before the Rumble matches. This will be match of the night. Again, the Rumble match, it's its own thing. I mean that's the star of the show. We all know that. This is gonna be it's gonna be a slugfest. Just theorizing a scenario for Mania about getting the title onto Owens because DJ, you just brought up you'd like to see him get the title eventually. You keep the briefcase on Miz for a little bit.
Well, actually, I think Miz and Morrison they're gonna go for the tie titles. But I thought it was specified that you can only go for the world title.
Yeah, at this point, whatever though, who's gonna say, "God damn, pal, you should go for the U.S. title"? But no,
or go for the IC title. Go for the IC title.
No,
the title that makes him relevant.
Keep that thing on Big E forever for a long time.
The title that makes who relevant?
The Miz.
He makes that title relevant. What are you talking? What?
I mean, sorry. I said
exactly.
the wrong. I said the wrong way.
Yeah, remember, because the man don't make, huh? Yeah,
I said the wrong. I said
the
the wrong
man
way.
makes the booker. The booker doesn't make the man.
I said the wrong way.
But no, like I think you keep that on.
He made that. He made that Intercontinental Championship. He made it.
Well, I mean, technically he didn't make it. But.
No, he didn't make it, but
Yeah, they sent it to like the workshop or whatever and got it, nice and tool.
Was it Santa's workshop? Was it the Christmas? What was that?
Anyway, Adam, you were saying? Exactly.
Notice that you keep the case on Miz for a little bit. You have Roman and KO again at Mania. Miz tries to do the Seth Rollins to make it a triple threat. He hits the skull crushing finale on Roman. Kevin stuns the Miz and gets the 1, 2, 3.
Who is Romy G?
Oh no, but they said hi, so I'm saying hi back. What's up, Romy?
I did it for Roman G.
What's up, Roman G?
What up, Boos? What up, Boos?
What up, Boos?
What up, Boos?
We'll continue, Adam.
But yes, but yes. Again, that's just a hypothetical, for Mania. But no, yeah, Roman, wins this. Like, it'll be tables, ladders, and chairs. Oh my, it'll be a good one.
Okay. Let's jump into the Women's Royal Rumble. I'm gonna go to Adam first because for kicks and giggles.
I really do not know where to go with this.
Me either.
I mean, to me, you need to have a position where you need to make a star. You need to. It has to be. Maybe somebody had already been on the rise, but they feel like the fans feel haven't gotten their fair shot. Which for me, right off the bat, would be Bingo Bianca EST. Because I think
EST.
I think she had the
booga.
I think she should do that for every elimination. Booga, booga, booga. Booga, booga, booga. Because she had the spotlight on her last year, and and to me, the other always ace in the hole is Shayna. To me, it's got to be somebody. Get somebody that has some fucking credibility.
Has Shayna won the title yet?
No,
she has.
All she's won is tag.
Okay.
Well, did she run through that chamber match show?
Yeah,
last year?
She slaughtered everybody, and that was to go against Becky at Mania. And then she lost.
Oh, that was yeah.
Now,
right,
granted,
right.
I didn't mind the booking of it because Becky won in kind of a fluky manner.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. And really, the way that they're pushing Alexa, I wouldn't be surprised if she won. Would not be surprised. But if I had to put, my money on it, clear cut, who do you think is going to go? I definitely think it'd be Bianca Belair.
Okay.
If anybody says Lana, you're getting muted.
I mean, I do think Lana will go through the announce table, but anyway. Let's go to Casey.
You know what? This is tough, but something's gravitating me towards Lana.
Why not your girl, Alexa Bliss?
I feel like I'm feeling like Lana.
Casey, look, just stick with me here. Stick with me here.
Okay.
We have a big return.
Okay.
A big return.
Okay.
And we get a all red everything Rumble, and
Wait, so who holds the record for the shortest run? Because she would break that. She would break that. She would be eliminated before she got in the ring.
She's the best female heel of this generation, don't it?
Anyway, there's 3 here that I would love to see win. Obviously, Alexa, because she my girl, even though she with another fella, but that's fine. We're working on things. We're talking things out.
She can burn my face.
She can burn anything she wants. What's up, girl? How you doing? Anyway, also, obviously Shayna, because Shayna needs to win a title, a singles title. She was like one of the most dominant NXT Women's Champions ever. The only reason she lost it is because she came up to the main roster, or she would still have it to this day. But then, one of my personal favorites that I just feel like has never gotten the push that I think she deserves.
Nia?
No, not Nia. She hurts too many people. No, Ruby Riott. I love Ruby Riott.
I knew you were going to say that. I knew you were going to say that.
I want to see her pushed. I really do. Like they just don't do anything with her. They put the Riot Squad back together, and it feels like they're just not doing anything. It's like, stop. So yeah, any of those 3 would be great.
I would like to see it because I like Sonya in the suit and whatnot, but I mean, because I think Sonya had the best little thing of her career before she left. And then came back.
I thought she was talking about Sonya Blade. I was like, wait.
Sonya wins.
Can that be her new gimmick? Every time she wins, it just goes, Sonya wins. Long victory.
And you make Bobby Lashley Jax.
All right, go ahead, Justin.
There's not really a clear-cut winner, like who will go like, yes, this is the person who's going to win this match, and even for the men's match also. But a name I've been hearing going around a lot is Bianca Belair. Like everybody I talk to, like, who do you think's going to win the Rumble? Everybody says Bianca Belair. So you know what? I think it's going to be her. It's going to be Bianca who wins it. She's winning. She's the EST of SmackDown. And she's going to bring the EST to WrestleMania.
It's not, EST sounds like a submission.
But that should be if she had a submission, that should be
yeah, seriously. Sorry. And by the way, Sonya would be a good pick, but the thing is, they have never given 2 shits in the shake about her.
No,
it would be cool to see her be in the Rumble though.
Yes, actually have a good, long standing, like being there, 35 minutes, 40 minutes, have a good amount of eliminations. But that's another one where again she has a legit background, but again they just never. She's been on the coattails of Mandy for all that time, which I did like them as a pairing. But yeah, if she had a good flush storyline to go out throughout the year, even past Mania, I would go for it. But
I know whose DJ's pick is. His pick is Tamina. Tamina. I mean, she is in the Rumble.
Nope.
You're not picking her?
No.
Michael Tarver.
Picking Nia?
Nia. No, I'm not picking Nia. It's either gonna be Bianca. I had 3 choices, but I've narrowed them down to 2 because I forgot my 3rd choice. So it's either gonna be Bianca or Shayna Baszler. That's my 2 choices.
You say Alexa Bliss? Was Alexa Bliss on there? Or
Alexa Bliss was not on there, but I mean,
Hey,
it's possible.
Nia,
It's possible.
oh, she's hurting the girls.
So, how come no one ever picks Santina?
I'm going to strangle you. I'm going to reach through this monitor. And I will slap the teetotal piss out of you.
Tori Wilson. She's coming back. Tori Wilson.
Why? She's taking a spot.
She can take my spot.
No, that's not what we're talking about.
Terrible.
Terrible. Guys. Save it, guys.
Terrible. Let's move into the men's.
I love that picture of us.
Oh, doesn't it just make you want to say, "Oh yeah"?
Oh yeah!
Adam, I gotta say, you give the greatest impersonations.
Why the heck is Mustafa in this picture? This man ain't with a takeover.
But yeah, if you're part of a militia, a group that just terrorizes people, you get a championship opportunity, or you get.
So all you have to do is just terrorize people.
So I got 2 choices here for my men's Royal Rumble pick. One is Daniel Bryan, the other is Daniel Bryan. Originally that second spot was Edge,
but
now it's Daniel Bryan.
But what about Daniel?
And I think the clear-cut winner here will be Daniel Bryan.
Damn well you're going for Michael Tarver. Quit lying.
Nope.
Hey, he'll be safe though. He'll be masked up. So
terrible. Yeah, I think Daniel Bryan wins for the little storybook ending to possibly his WWE career, gets his final little moment. Finally gets that coveted Royal Rumble win. Yep, I'm going with Daniel Bryan. And I think he should first come out as Bryan Danielson and then get eliminated and come back in as Daniel Bryan. So they try it. I can see it.
Same exact gear, everything.
and then come back as the American Dragon. I think it's got to happen. But anyway, Justin, who you think's gonna win the men's Royal Rumble?
Now with this
and
match,
if you don't say the Miz, I will be very hurt.
Now this match, there really isn't any clear-cut winner. Like who's gonna win? Who's gonna win this match? Because last year, I mean, everybody and their mama was picking Drew McIntyre to win.
This man is going to pick Mustafa. Watch.
And the year before that, everybody was picking, Seth Rollins, my boy, Seth Rollins. That Iowa boy. There's a few choices that can win here. AJ Styles is one of them because I wouldn't mind seeing AJ Styles win. Daniel Bryan is their one. I've been hearing rumors about Nakamura and how that great match he had with Roman Reigns. I wouldn't mind seeing him win. Edge.
I say they have Roman win.
Roman. He faces himself at WrestleMania.
Allow myself to introduce myself.
I would love to see Jeff Hardy win a Rumble. I would love to see Hardy win, but man, because I want to see him have one more title reign, one more world title reign before he leaves WWE, before he retires.
Would you want to see him get a little Hardy's revenge?
Hardy's revenge. Hardy's.
I think you should do a swanton from the top of the Thunderdome.
I would love to see that.
I think he needs a rematch with Taker where Taker just kills him again.
You know what I hope they kind of do in this match? I hope they, like for Bray Wyatt, I hope they bring so for 17, 18, and 19, they have him come out, as regular Bray Wyatt. And then 18, he comes straight back out as like Steve Rogers here. Okay.
Technically, they could do that. They could.
And then 19, he comes out as the Fiend.
What about Husky Harris?
Husky Harris, yeah. Okay, so we have
Husky Harris.
Okay, so we need to have Husky Harris come in around like 2010.
Oh,
and
10. Go ahead.
What's that?
And then he comes back again as IRS Jr.
You son of a bitch! I was gonna say that. I was gonna say that. He's number 30, gets eliminated, and said we've added a 31st position, and it's IRS. You son of a bitch! You son of a bitch!
But I could actually see him doing that with Bray Wyatt, bringing in like all of his different characters and like what they did with Mankind. So I could see that happening here. But the winner.
Wait, what about Bo? What about the Bo show?
You're not okay. Okay. Well, that's to you.
That's all you gotta do is Bo leave.
Is Bo leave? Yes, exactly. But I'm gonna go with Dan Bryan to win here. I mean, this could possibly be his last, WrestleMania if he retires. And back in 2014, everybody wanted. Was it 2014? Yeah, everybody wanted to win that one. Of course, Batista won that one. He had to fight his way to WrestleMania. So if that would never happen. We would never have the big yes movement and stuff. And then 2015, he got eliminated, and Philadelphia just turned on him. I mean, they didn't turn on Daniel Bryan. The fans got pissed off because he got eliminated. And this could set up a great feud.
So early in the match too,
right? And it was so cheap the way they did that. But this could set up a great rivalry between Roman Reigns and Daniel Bryan, saying how he had to fight for everything, how you got everything handed to you. That like from back in 2015, you won the Rumble, and the Rock had to basically save your ass.
But you'll never be the head of the table. Oh, give me this feud. Give me this. Book it now.
Daniel Bryan beats Roman Reigns at WrestleMania.
Full circle.
It's golden, bro. I mean, this rivalry has been brewing, even though it hasn't been brewing. It's been brewing, though. Give me Daniel Bryan.
All right. Our Royal Rumble winner. Would you like to pick yourself for this one here?
No. I could be the winner. I could. But I didn't say this year. It doesn't say this year. I'm going to do that next year.
I mean, you do have experience getting eliminated in a Battle Royals.
2 of them.
Go pull Titus. Go follow.
Titus Daniel Dimes.
Go do it, Danny Dimes. I'm dead.
Anyway, for this Royal Rumble of 2021, CM Punk will not be there. He's not going to be there.
What about Jay White?
What?
Jay White, I heard he
been
signed.
Rumors of that. I don't see that happening just yet.
No. But like I said earlier, my boy cashes in twice tonight.
Cashes in now? Oh, sorry.
I thought he said 2. He's not even with him anymore.
My boy cashes in 2 times tonight.
He said, "Did you say cashes in again?"
He said cashes in.
Oh no!
Cashes in 2 times.
I think I might have something wrong with my ears because I keep hearing cashes. Oh
no! This motherfucker! Can I pull him out? I swear?
You want to pull out?
Pause. Just pause.
Anyway, my boy Otis After cashing in and winning both titles, he's going to win the Rumble, and he's going to have no opponent at Mania. He's going to have the night off. That's right. We ain't never seen
and weights and stakes.
We ain't never seen that before. We ain't never seen the champion win the Rumble and then not have to.
They gonna let him have a Yokozuna segment where they just let him eat from Mania.
Wait a minute.
By the way, that segment is still going on.
Wait a minute. I want everybody to really focus in on that picture of Otis. Does he not look like a fat John Gruden?
You'll never unsee it again.
I tell you what, man, I have myself some steaks this time. You ever have a little workout before you have another workout, man? Kentucky been doing this all night, man. We're not gonna be using GPS or PSP, whatever that stuff is, man. We're gonna use calculators, man. This guy's so tough he can tackle people with his mind.
Just continue.
Just shut up.
Just go ahead.
But no, Bryan Danielson winning this.
Draggate Bryan Danielson.
Yes, the American Dragon will eliminate Fat John Gruden.
He should have stayed in coaching.
Derek Corbin should just say that. You should have stayed in Oakland. You should have moved to Vegas.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, yes, I am going Daniel Bryan as well. The only other conceivable one I could think of would maybe Edge, just for the pop, the social media pop. There's not actually anybody there, but Nakamura really, because I know they've been kind of stirring the pot with him a little bit. I don't think we're all ready for that just yet because they.
What about AJ?
See, and yeah, I think it would have happened by now, and he very well could here, and I wouldn't be bummed. But I think just for justice sake, I think it needs to be DB.
Like, because this is 1 year where they don't have like all these big like stars, like they don't have Cena here, Strowman's not in the match, Brock's not in here, and this Brock can show up.
Yeah, I say, but Brock could show up. He could show up.
Well, I have read a couple rumors going around that there could be a return that could win it.
Mojo Rawley?
No.
I don't get hype. I stay hyped.
No, it's. I believe it was SmackDown #1 announcer Funaki.
Funaki, indeed.
And then he's gonna come back as Kung Funaki. Right?
I wouldn't mind a Jay White debut though, but I hope
on the main roster. I don't see it.
Yeah,
no.
I mean. He was a big star on the Indies. Like.
He was, but now that again the Pavlovian's dog thing. Like now, AJ was the last to be the call up straight to the roster. Didn't even have to go to NXT. Everybody since then goes there first. And I don't think Jay White would have the pull. The only way that you could get that, if it is like for argument's sake, if it was like a Naito. Or like an Okada.
Okada,
Kazuchika.
AJ was the only one that was a big enough name to go right to the main roster. Even if Okada was signed by WWE, I don't even think he would.
Oh yeah.
Probably, but I'm just thinking of the worldwide exposure.
No, but I'm just saying, like, I don't think he would be pulled up right to the main roster, just like Shinsuke wasn't, just because of the language barrier.
Mm-hmm.
True.
You know,
Bring back Gato.
Bring back Jado.
Gato, speaking of which, was on Halloween Havoc '96 against Chris Jericho.
You're right.
Yep.
And you're like, there's no way that this is the genius booker of Japan, because he's fat. He's fat then.
If you go back and you watch a lot of the pay-per-views from WCW in like 96, 97, there's a ton of New Japan guys that are still working to this day.
Is Kurosawa still working?
What do you say?
Is Kurosawa still working?
He does some matches here and there, but
so, yeah.
He hasn't been like on religiously on every show.
Yeah, because I'm saying like that was the first name that I remembered aside from your Ultimo Dragons and Jushin Liger.
Jushin Liger's still around, yeah. He's still be around.
All right. Any other final thoughts on the Rumble and everything it entails? Besides,
it's going to be IRS Junior.
It's going to be James Ellsworth.
No IRS.
You rotten bastard! I swear to God, I was going to say that. You can come in as Bray Wyatt, then the Fiend, and then he can throw everybody for a loop and come back with the the microphone and the glasses, be like, this is a tax cheat state.
What about Shorty G though?
No.
It's going to be James Ellsworth.
It's not. It's not going to be James Ellsworth.
Oh, man. All right. Well,
it's going to be his own boy.
If no stones.
Yes.
And you can't teach that.
Comes in at number 30. What we got over here? Yeah. We got Cupiders. I'm a smack talker, Sky. What?
He comes out. If I had a time for every time I came in it,
and if I had a time for every time I got eliminated, I would have many dimes.
Oh man. Well, if there's no other thoughts on Rumble 2021, hopefully we'll be back with a review of the show sometime next week. But what is it, Casey?
I'll share it in the group chat.
But definitely hope you guys enjoyed. As always, if you're on Facebook watching us live, or on YouTube watching us live, possibly, you can listen to us as well on several other platforms too. So be sure to Google us. You can find us.
Because we are Googleable.
We are Google.
Those certain platforms. But nonetheless, definitely hope you guys enjoyed. For DJ, of course, for Justin, of course, for Casey, of course, and then for Adam, of course. We'll see you guys on whatever the next video may be. Peace.
Booga, booga, booga.
Booga, booga, booga. Until next time.